All right, everybody, this is a meditation. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it. If you get this over time, this challenge isn't really about teaching it in a deep way. This is an introductory thing. So, and we have worked it to the I needs on Monday and this one. So you should underline or circle or whatever. Make sure you have your one-liner in front of you. I need her to apologize to me. I need him to acknowledge how much I'm carrying, whatever that is. Okay, now close your eyes. See yourself in the situation where you're needing that. It might be right in the moment where you're totally triggered by that person, or it might be later where your mind tells you that that's what you need. And just a yes or a no. Question one is it true? Say your statement to yourself and then say, is it true? Yes or no. No buts, no becauses anywhere in your answers. Just want our reactions to stand as they are. And number two, again, if I were facilitating you, I would say your statement. You need blank to apologize to you. You need blank to acknowledge your viewpoint. Can you absolutely know it's true? They should blank. Can you absolutely know that's what they should be doing? Can you absolutely know that's what you need? Just a yes or no again. And two yeses is fine. There's no right answer. Number three, camera on you. How do you react? What happens when you're believing that thought? So they don't change. They're still over there doing whatever. Nothing changed about your situation. Just camera on you. Oh, wow. They're doing that and I'm believing this. How do I react? What happens? Just how do you feel? What do you say? What do you do? What do you think? Just jot down a couple of them. Something. It's kind of taking your own inventory. What am I doing? Get the focus on them. What's happening over here because I'm believing this thought? How do you treat them? How do you treat yourself? What images do you see, past or future, or some other things you can look at? Okay, and then question 4 is, who would you be without that thought? Imagine that thought, whatever you have, the need for an apology or the need for acknowledgement, completely removed from your brain. You're not even able to think. You don't have to lose it. You just have to imagine yourself without it. How is it then? How do you feel? How do you see them without the thought? And sometimes people have a challenge with this one. It could be, how do you feel walking down the street or driving your car without the thought? How do you feel lying in bed? There's no thought, I need an apology. Sometimes all we get is sort of curiosity. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is I'm kind of curious. What's really going on here? How is this happening for me? What are they over there dealing with? What are they believing that's having them act that way? So let's go to the turnarounds. And don't expect to master this or learn all of it. So we're going to take your statement and turn it around to yourself first. It can be in different orders, but we'll follow this order. So you take your statement and cross out the other person's pronoun. I want him or her to blank. Cross out the pronoun and put me. I want me to blank, whatever that is, to myself. So I want me to apologize to myself. What have you done to yourself by turning your whole life inside out because she's not calling you? How have you put yourself last? How have you beat yourself up? Just what are the ways you need to apologize to yourself? Acknowledge. I need me to acknowledge myself that I believe it. If you believe in your own viewpoint, you don't really need other people to acknowledge it. It's only when you're not validating yourself, as was brought up earlier, that so I need me to acknowledge, validate myself. And once I'm there, it's okay if they don't. People only get something when they get it, and I don't need to legislate when it shows up for them. So just start thinking of examples of how you're a bigger offender in some ways at not taking care of this need within yourself for acknowledgement or apology. So I need me, again, the turnaround to the other. Same, you take your statement, take out that other third person pronoun and put yourself in there. I need me to blank, blank, blank. And the object here is them. The turnaround to the self, the object is you. The turnaround to the other, the object is them. I need me to apologize to her. I need me to acknowledge her viewpoint. Sometimes that's all it takes. Okay, the other one isn't coming. That's reality. You could sit here and beat your head against the wall and be really unhappy and never get it. Your peace and freedom is being love, being who you are. What have you failed to acknowledge to them? Maybe they feel very unseen by you as well. I need me to acknowledge that I see their viewpoints. I need me to apologize for my part. And some of us are rushing in and apologizing all the time. So let's make sure you've found your own innocence. You're not apologizing just to get them to exonerate you. You really have said, wow, I can see that given what I was thinking and believing, I have an amends to make or an apology to you. And you don't have to beat yourself up. You're like, I was innocent. That's what I was believing in the moment. And I'm thinking, yeah, I can understand why you're hurt. Please forgive me. Whether they ever apologize to you, if you do your side without agenda, you're free. You know, you've done your side. Lots of times everything changes, but you wouldn't do it with that agenda because we don't know what's supposed to happen on their side. You don't want to be over in their business. Part of question 3 answer could be, oh my goodness, whose business am I in? I'm way over in their business. Whether or not they apologize or acknowledge me is completely something that shows up over there, and I'm not in charge. So think about, again, just write it out this way. I need me to blank to them. And finally, I don't need her to apologize. I don't need her to because I'm okay. I don't need her to because I'm not sure that anything really happened that's wrong, except for my mind saying it's wrong. Find examples of how you don't need it. And whether or not you find those examples, you can always boil it down to what's the reality of it. I don't need her to until she does. How will you know when you need an apology is when you get one. It's so fun to turn yourself over to the reality that you get. I don't need her to apologize unless she does. I don't need her to apologize because she's not. And only my mind said I needed it. It was just a mind-made construct. Otherwise, there is nothing. There's only the reality that we have, which is for not apologizing.